This video is about the myths and the truths about eggs. There are a lot of questions surrounding eggs, and these questions can last for hours. Eggs that have been treated with food dye come in different pastel-colored shades: blue, green, yellow. Let's bust a few myths that surround eggs and reveal the truths. Learning facts is how we know things, so you no longer have to be terrified the next time you crack an egg. Be sure to hang around till the end of this video to learn the common misconceptions about eggs and their related myths. Here are the 19 myths and the truths about eggs. Myth 1. Eggs have high cholesterol levels. This health myth has been around for years, but the truth is that eggs are a great choice for many people with high cholesterol. Eating eggs once a day has been shown to be beneficial for your health, not just by providing high-quality protein but also vitamin D. Additionally, they provide a number of beneficial effects on cholesterol levels. Cooking them without salt or fat will reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. Despite the speculations of many nutrition and health experts, these exciting findings mean that people, regardless of age, and even those who are at risk for heart disease, can regularly consume eggs, due to the fact that they do not negatively impact blood cholesterol levels. Myth 2. For busy mornings, eggs take too long to cook. If you're always on the go in the morning, it can be a little hard to make time for cooking eggs. It's not impossible though, you can have eggs for breakfast every morning. But avoid breakfast scrambled eggs in the microwave for fast weekday mornings. Purchase pre-peeled hard-boiled eggs from the grocery store for the busy mornings. Myth 3. White and brown eggs have different nutrients. Brown foods are typically more healthful because they pack in more nutrients per calorie than their white counterparts. However, experts have found that white eggs and brown eggs have the same health benefits. The only difference in nutrient quality and nutritional value between brown and white eggs seems to be the color they are. So it's really your personal preference which color of eggs you buy. Myth 4. The brown eggs come from brown hens. The color of a chicken egg is partly influenced by the color of the bird's earlobes. You would be surprised to hear that this characteristic can glean the dominant pigments that make up an eggshell. You can tell the difference between a brown egg and a white egg depending on the hen's earlobe color. A chicken with a red earlobe will generally lay brown eggs, while chickens with white earlobes housing usually produce white eggs. Myth 5. Hens' eggs have only white and brown colors. People might say there are only white or brown eggs, but there are other colors too. Most chickens lay white or brown eggs, but some breeds can produce green and blue eggs. Each color of the pigment called protoporphyrin determines whether an eggshell will be brown, blue, or green. Myth 6. Expiration dates on the egg carton indicate food safety. One of the biggest topics of debate when it comes to food safety revolves around use-by dates. A common misconception is to believe that sell-by dates are related to food safety instead of quality. Eggs within an egg carton can be eaten towards the end of the best-by date. Eggs will taste the best if consumed soon after purchase but are still safe to eat a few days before their expiration dates. Most eggs are safe to eat for up to 5 weeks, which is at the end of their use-by date. Make sure your eggs don't smell rotten or have a sulfur odor. If they do, remove them from the fridge and throw them out right away. Myth 7. Every egg can be hatched into chickens. Whether or not a given egg has been fertilized, it's still an egg. You can rest assured that the vast majority of eggs you find at your local grocery store are unfertilized and cannot hatch into chickens. Myth 8. Cage-free farming chicken is more humanely raised. It is important to be aware of the differences between cage-free, humane-raised, and free-range. For example, birds who are raised in a cage-free environment might still be crowded on a farm. Cage-free farmers often remove the sharp parts of hens' beaks before they reach adulthood to prevent them from hurting each other in tight environments. To be sure your eggs come from happy, healthy chickens, look for egg cartons with the certified humane label or get them locally. Myth 9. Pregnant women should avoid eating eggs. You may have heard that pregnant women shouldn't eat eggs because it can cause a baby to have an egg allergy. But eggs are actually packed with protein and make for a great, healthy meal for new or expecting mothers. There is currently no scientific evidence or research that backs this misconception. Doctors recommend pregnant women to work eggs into their diets for health benefits. Eggs are a great food to consume when pregnant because they are rich in vitamins, minerals, protein, and amino acids. Women who are pregnant should avoid consuming raw eggs to be safe. This is applicable to all people. Myth 10. Eggs should not be stored in the fridge. Eggs should be kept refrigerated to reduce salmonella risk. Eggs with an intact cuticle can typically last a little more before being refrigerated, but the quicker you can eat them, the better. This makes them more likely to get infected with salmonella. To have the highest quality, safest eggs, make sure they are kept at a steady temperature below 20 C. Your eggs can be vulnerable to bacteria and decay if they are handled too often between very cold and very warm temperatures. Myth 11. Chicken eggs can't be frozen. Contrary to popular belief, if you freeze chicken eggs the right way, they're just as safe to eat as regular eggs. It is highly recommended to pour cracked and whisked eggs into an ice cube tray before putting them in the freezer. They will not burst when they freeze, giving you perfect hard-boiled eggs every time. Take your eggs out of the freezer and allow them to defrost on the counter. Cook them with your other ingredients as you would normally do. As long as you take precautions about the egg's exposure to heat, this cooking method is very safe. Myth 12. Expired chicken eggs shouldn't be eaten. It is not necessary to throw away eggs that the date has expired. If they don't smell bad or are odorless and you've stored them properly, the eggs are safe to eat. Myth 13. Raw eggs are more nutritious than cooked eggs. Contrary to popular belief, there are no major health benefits to eating raw eggs. The proteins found in the egg white and yolk have a better bioavailability when cooked. This is because heating the egg denatures the proteins, making them easier for your body to absorb. Myth 14. Raw eggs provide more protein than cooked eggs. Even though raw eggs don't offer the same nutrients as cooked eggs, can they help you in your fitness goals? Many people are under the impression that egg drinkers are healthy due to bodybuilders following this trend. However, just like with much in Hollywood, these images distort reality. Cooking your eggs or eating them hard-boiled will provide you with more protein than if you ate them raw. Because cooking these proteins changes the structure of these proteins to make them easier for our enzymes to digest and absorb. Eating raw eggs has a 50% bioavailability, meaning that only half of the protein is digested and used. When eggs are cooked, the bioavailability increases to 91%. In other words, cooking eggs can work up to twice as much protein into your diet. Myth 15. Egg yolks consumption makes you gain weight. Generally, eggs have a bad reputation and are misunderstood, but the yolk is full of protein and other nutrients. There are numerous studies that have shown that egg yolks are not as bad for health as people may think. One study found that there is no link between egg yolk consumption and weight gain. Eggs are a source of many essential vitamins and minerals, such as choline and vitamin D. However, when separated from the yolk, eggs may not be as nutritious. Studies have shown that eating a whole egg for breakfast will help you consume fewer calories throughout the day and can make it easier to lose weight. Myth 16. Egg whites are more nutritious than whole eggs. Despite being high in fat and calories, egg yolks don't seem to make people gain weight. So should you still just eat egg whites? For years, egg whites have been a popular breakfast option. They offer great nutritional benefits such as low calorie and fat content. However, new research has shown that there is more to the story than it seems. Research has shown that the amount of dietary cholesterol consumed is not determinately linked to high blood cholesterol levels. Egg yolk contains most of an egg's good stuff: iron, folate, B vitamins, and important nutrients for your eyes and brain. All fats are healthy, but the type found in eggs may also do things like give your skin a healthy glow and reduce inflammation. Myth 17. Eggshells aren't edible. Yes, they are safe to eat or edible. However, it requires more preparation than scrambling some eggs, but eggshells can be a great source of calcium. Eggshells are made up of around 95% calcium carbonate, with the remaining percentage being a mix of proteins and other minerals. They're great for animals too. Myth 18. You shouldn't eat eggs very often. There are a lot of misconceptions and myths about eggs, and it's time to clear some things up. Eggs are an essential part of a balanced diet, and eating less than what the body needs can leave you feeling empty and drained. Eggs are a great source of nutrients and should be included in your diet on a regular basis. You can eat 4 eggs a day. They are good at any age and contain 13 essential vitamins and minerals. Myth 19. Eating eggs every day makes you unhealthy. Eating 1 to 4 eggs per day is an acceptable practice. Eggs are an important part of a healthy diet, so it's perfectly acceptable and even beneficial to eat them every day. They are rich in key nutrients that contribute to health. Along with helping you lead a healthy lifestyle, making eggs a part of your normal breakfast routine can benefit your taste buds and wallet. Eggs are one of the most affordable, cost-effective food you can buy. They're perfect for breakfast because they can be used in omelets, stuffed into breakfast sandwiches, mixed into baked goods, or scrambled on their own. Start your day off right by incorporating eggs into your morning routine with your own delicious recipes. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.